What's up guys, Vladimir here from Home Trader Club, and in this video I want to share with you some interesting levels and of course the analysis for day trading opportunities on three instruments I find very interesting. This would be a new playlist I dedicate for this very channel where I would be sharing with you on daily or almost daily, depends on the market, and of course the setups I managed to find, day trading opportunities and analyze these instruments in short for you here, so you can take advantage and watch this happening and may hopefully also enjoy trading it. The first one for today would be the euro dollar. Before the charts, quick one big thanks as always to Edka Broker for supporting our community, and you can get the access to all the trading tools and the Home Trader Club with the link below this video, thanks to our partnership with Edka Broker. So the euro, the link by the way is below this video in the description, of course. Euro dollar is the first one. Quick analysis before the all the breakdown of the levels. We got the break of this range. We managed to close above, retest, and make the bounce to the upside. This is a classical run we saw on the daily chart. On a 4-hour chart, same story. We are making the sequence of higher highs, higher lows. At the moment, there are no signs against, which means we can see the bounces and further continuation upside as a good trading opportunity. And as you can see here, based on the pivot levels, weekly pivot levels, we could see the euro dollar climbing above the 119, closer to the 120 round number. So let's break it down where from and up to where we would be looking to trade that. If we take a look on the sequence of the last trading sessions, they all make the climb to the upside, all maintain the bullish pressure, which usually means that on the coming 1-2 sessions we could face some retraces, and these retraces could be the ones that will help you hop on this train in case you are not in yet. So the first key zone, by the way, all these tools I show here for day trading and of course more are available for you absolutely all-inclusive in our all-inclusive Home Trader Club membership. You can find all the information below this video in the description. So the first key zone is here, daily pivot with the weekly resistance. All right, this is the area this week and the previous week. We are talking about a 1850-ish down to 1830 approximately. This is the first key zone, and the second key zone is here, the next weekly resistance zone with the daily support one. And as you can see, this zone was also very popular on all the previous day. It was acting as resistance. Of course, it's broken and now acts as the support. So these are the two key levels where I believe if we manage to bounce, right, the euro should be able to continue higher. The ideal case scenario for me is always to look for price rejection from dropping candles to candles that make higher highs, some bullish candles that give the green light for continuation. Same here, if it drops down to this zone, that's what I'll be looking at. Another two things to pay attention to is, of course, the rising trend lines we have here and here, which could also act as a supportive factor for the euro-dollar buyers. Next instrument I have on the list would be also from the euros, and that's the euro pound actually, which also make very interesting opportunity here. It is right now moving inside this range and could attempt to break the range, which means buyers could take further control in that area, right? But the range could also take time on the other hand. Why do I say that? Because we do have here a critical supply zone and resistance area with sequence of weekly resistances from all the previous weeks. Now, this is a very major zone. We are talking about 087 up to 087.15-ish. On the 1 hour chart, that's something to pay attention to. Double way to trade it. The first ideal scenario, we got the bounce down. We have a daily pivot area around 086. This is the daily zone. 086.78. We have the previous low. We have this mini range before the next momentum. All happens around the 086.80. We have the pivot resistance that was broken, now acts as support, and weekly pivot from the previous week, another key zone. So this would be the first classical opportunity if we get the drop to the downside here, right? And from there we start to see price rejection. That could be a beautiful buy opportunity. Zone 1 and the zone 2 slightly lower with the current weekly supportive area. With the daily supportive area, this is the weekly pivot, of course. We are talking about 086.55, 086.60 zone. And the bearish scenario happens if the buyers, first of all, maintain the control and climb towards, let me redraw it a bit more accurately, and climb towards 087 up to 087.15, the same zone we discussed before, right? This is a critical area, and what should we pay attention to if it starts to slow down here and make some rejection with some bearish divergence, while the market makes higher highs and we see some slowdown with lower highs on the histogram. That could be the bounce we were talking about and provide us some retraces here and some sell opportunity. And the final one for today I have, that's the Aussie dollar, which also approaches a key zone. So you can see all the days before, this is a critical resistance area based on a daily pivot, 066.85 up to the current resistance we have on a daily chart, 067.05, while the weekly pivot, 066.95 area. Why this is so important? Not just because of the pivots, of course, but also because we are facing here, take a look on that. We are facing here a dynamic resistance line. We are facing here a bearish divergence on the moving average of the MACD. We are facing here weekly pivot zone from many of the previous weeks. It's a significant area here. And with the 4-hour chart making the bearish divergence I just showed before, and the 1-hour chart which makes this divergence, there is a great probability this zone would create some troubles and some retraces to the downside. And if this zone managed to break, the next key zone on the horizon is not too much further. It's 067.30 through 067.50, another weekly, current week resistance with the third daily resistance area from the pivot zone. So with the divergences and the key levels we see here, that's a great opportunity to look for some bounces to the downside from that zone. That will be it for this video. As always, I hope you find value in this one. Please don't forget the like button and to subscribe to our channel if you find it interesting, if you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more of those. I also want to invite you to our trading family, the Home Trader Club. The link is below this video in our description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with more videos. Good trading, and bye for now.